In the Chinese entertainment world, every little interaction between artists often becomes the subject of public attention. However, when two big names who are currently shining, Zhang Yuki and Bi Wenjun, are brought together on one stage, in one drama, or even in just one candid photo, everything turns into endless discussion. Fans immediately picked up on the unusual vibes, something deeper than just a professional relationship. And now, after a surprising confession from their closest staff, the mystery is becoming clearer. Zhang Yuki really does show a possessive and protective side towards Bi Wenjun, giving the impression that she is unwilling to share him with anyone. Behind the stage lights, there is body language that cannot be hidden. Staff who worked with them on a drama mentioned that Zhang Yuki always had a special radar for Bi Wenjun. When a female co-star tried to get close, Yuki would gently but firmly do something to make Wenjun refocus on her. Sometimes it was a small touch on the arm, sometimes a piercing, meaningful gaze, as if silently saying, "Remember, you're not for sharing." Fans immediately recalled many similar incidents behind the scenes. In one of the drama's BTS videos, Yuki was seen spontaneously grabbing Wenjun's wrist when another actress joked around too closely with him. Instead of feeling awkward, Wenjun smiled warmly, as if accepting the claim with an open heart. This small scene went viral on social media, and fans called it clear evidence of Zhang Yuki's protective side. The most intriguing leak came from a production staff member who finally spoke up. They mentioned that Yuki always made sure Wenjun was okay after filming Wrapped. He never once let Wenjun go home alone without paying attention to him. In fact, there was a sweet ritual that they always did. Wenjun would wait until Yuki got into his car first, and only then would he leave. It was as if it was a silent agreement between the two of them, a small habit that was full of meaning. More than that, during dinner with the team, Zhang Yuki always prepared Wenjun's plate first. It was no coincidence, as the staff who observed this repeatedly said that it happened consistently. From choosing his favorite side dishes, making sure his drink was full, to quietly paying attention to whether Wenjun had eaten enough. "That's not normal behavior," said the staff member. "It's a clear sign of attention that comes from a sense of belonging." Fans, who are known for their keen eye for detail, immediately pieced together the puzzle from all these clues. Isn't it too many coincidences pointing to one big conclusion? From the way Yuki protects Wenjun, their ritual of going home together, to the small gestures at the dinner table, everything paints a picture that their relationship goes beyond just co-workers. Not stopping there, fans also highlighted Wenjun's gaze towards Yuki. There was a different kind of tenderness, a warmth he never showed to anyone else. Every time Yuki spoke, Wenjun seemed completely focused, as if the world around him had simply disappeared. For fans, it was a sign that Wenjun also accepted, even enjoyed, Yuki's protective side. The topic of unwilling to share eventually went viral. Many said that Yuki's attitude was reminiscent of someone who was falling in love and afraid of losing that person. Fans even called Yuki a figure full of jealousy vibes, but not negative jealousy, rather sweet jealousy that showed how precious Wenjun was in her eyes. Some fans on the forum wrote comments such as, "If this is just acting, why does it look so natural?" Zhang Yuki really looks like a partner who is afraid of losing his lover. Wenjun is clearly comfortable. Just look at his smile every time Yuki does that. These comments only reinforce the belief that there is something real between them. In addition to what was revealed by the staff, there are also stories about secret moments away from the cameras. For example, during long breaks in filming, Yuki and Wenjun were often seen walking together around the set, as if enjoying their private time. Even though the rest of the team was busy chatting in groups, the two always chose to stay close to each other, sharing earphones, or just talking quietly while laughing softly. The staff referred to this moment as a personal bubble that no one could penetrate. They seemed to live in their own world, and others could only watch from afar without being able to enter that circle. This is what led many fans to believe that their chemistry on screen was not the result of the director's direction, but a reflection of their genuine closeness. When romantic scenes were filmed, their expressions looked so natural, full of emotion, and not contrived. Fans even often joked that the drama director was lucky because he didn't have to work hard to direct the two. He just had to let Yuki and Wenjun be themselves, and the romance would automatically happen. Interestingly, several other staff members involved in the project with Yuki and Wenjun are also often caught on camera smiling whenever the two interact. It's as if they know something the public doesn't. There was even a moment when a female staff member was seen covering her mouth and giggling when Yuki reflexively smoothed Wenjun's hair. It was a small detail, but enough to convince fans that everyone around them was already accustomed to their special closeness. Now, with more and more pieces revealed, whether through fan cameras, official BTS footage, or staff stories, the puzzle of Zhang Yuki and Bi Wenjun's relationship feels more complete. Fans no longer rely solely on imagination, but combine real evidence that reinforces each other. From loving glances, protective touches, the habit of going home together, to an undeniably possessive attitude, everything forms a grand narrative. Zhang Yuki doesn't want to share Bi Wenjun with anyone. In the end, even though they have never officially confirmed their off-screen relationship, their body language and stories from staff members speak volumes. Fans are now increasingly convinced that there is a love that cannot be hidden, a love so real that even without words, the world can see it. Zhang Yuki may never have explicitly stated his possessiveness, but his every small action is a declaration. Wenjun is an important part of my life, and I will not share him with anyone. And for fans, this story is not just gossip or rumor, but a beautiful tale of how two hearts can find their way to each other. Amid the glitz and glamour of the entertainment world filled with drama, true love still shines brightly.